Okay, hi guys. So as you can see, I just got in the Majestic Earth Tarot. This is actually a rehome from Jess over at Empress and Basil. She let me go ahead and purchase it from her. She was planning on rehoming it, so I got very lucky. This is a deck I've been looking for several months. I actually saw it the first time on Garden Goddess Tarot, Thea's YouTube. So we're just going to take a look at the cards real quick and we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. Okay, so as you can see here is the gorgeous backs of these cards. And you'll see 4 keywords on each card. Then the astrological sign and the elemental sign. So this one I do believe is fire. I'm still learning my elemental signs, so forgive me for that. So there is the Fool card. We're going to get a few close-ups as we go, as best I can here. I think I haven't looked through these cards completely yet, but they, so far from what I'm seeing, they don't seem to follow the Rider-Waite-Smith so much that I've found, but I'm also not very far into my own. Oh, I can flip through cards while I talk, you know. I haven't gotten too far in my lessons with Rider-Waite-Smith. I have dabbled a little bit in some Marseille, and I think that is a very interesting, I know it's very old school system. Thoth is another one I have looked at. I love this Lover's card. If anybody has seen my Instagram post, you will know that the Lovers is one of my birth cards. Rosology here on YouTube is the video that I found. Oh, my favorite strength card. I didn't actually see a lot of the cards, even though I have hunted for this deck for months. But I saw a couple when Thea had brought up her deck, and I fell in love with it. And I'm like, I'm going to see if I can locate that. I refuse to pay the absolutely outrageous prices for this deck. And when I saw that Jess at Empress and Basil was very much in agreement with that a lot of decks have been very overhyped. She goes into several, and I did poke a little bit in the comment section there and saw a lot of people were in agreement, and this deck is overpriced and, in my opinion, a bit overhyped. But it's, in my opinion, also about how much you're willing to pay for a deck, and unfortunately, a lot of people are willing to pay quite a bit of money for a lot of quote-unquote rare and out-of-print decks. This World card is just, it reminds me very much of like the Garden of Eden mixed with like the height of the Amazon with maybe a temple, an Egyptian temple or something in the back there in the middle of the Amazon. It's not an Egyptian, is it? No, it's not. Amazonian temple. Forgive me. So trees are, oh gosh, you know, I have the book right here. I'm gonna check to make sure I don't screw this up. Give me just a second. It is fire sign. Okay, so the Fool, my guess would be either water or air. So that is my bad. So the fact that trees are not thought of as earth is kind of interesting, I think. I did kind of poke through the guidebook just a little bit. Oh, and before I get too far, this is gilded. look at this beautiful gold gilding. And I know Jess had mentioned that she hadn't used this deck very much, and the cards are very slightly bent. The book's been rummaged through a little bit, but nothing that I absolutely worth the money I paid, and I'm very, very happy. I have already abundantly thanked her for allowing me to purchase this deck from her. But so far I am in love with this deck. There is a single spread that is in the back of the guidebook to this deck. And I may use that only because I am not sure how I want to use this deck in my tarot practice. Oh, I saw this and I thought it was beautiful. Now, I will say, and I got this far before I realized, but I will say that the court cards to this have been renamed. So this creature card is actually the queen. So I'm going to flip back here real quick. So you are looking here at the steward, which is the page. And given the way that Lisa Pepez explains her court cards and her ace cards and her aces of her suits, I think these are very fitting. She did a Q&A, a live Q&A with people, and she had mentioned that the aces are like the seed of the suit, and I thought that was fantastic. And the spirit is the king. So again, and the pages are kind of like the aces contain the 1 through 10, and then you have the rest of the suit contained. And I think this is one of those decks, given the pictures, obviously it wasn't made that way, but given the pictures, I really think the aces and the court cards very much embody the idea of that they are holding the ace through 10 in this single card almost. And then the courts hold a piece of that as well. And I think that was just, I thought that was just rather fantastic. But yeah, so I think we'll just get through about half the deck here, and then we'll kind of leave it at that. And I just kind of wanted to give it a quick flip through. So again, here is our lovely page. So if nothing else, I will show you guys the last of the court cards because they're officially my favorite. So the riders are the knights, and I thought that was a beautiful rendition of this deck, of any deck. And then here is the king. And so we will just... So, oh, and the 10, oh, the 10 of clouds. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is a beautiful card in my opinion. So here is the ace of clouds, and then the page, and the knights, and the queen, and the king. And the last one is stone, which is obviously the earth suit. So here is the ace. And then, oh, they are slightly out of order, and that is okay. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, oh, so spirit, okay, so she's got these ones backwards. So here is the ace. I didn't realize these ones were in the backwards order. So spirit, not ace, and then queen, and knight, and page. So the way that this is lined up, so obviously the ace, the stones are the earth cards, the trees are the fire, which makes, gosh, okay, so ace of, okay, so water is water, obviously, and gosh, and clouds are apparently the air. Huh. So yeah, that is a look at most of the cards. I did get everything included, which also includes this beautiful extra card that lists the artwork. This is the artwork, and then each of the four extra cards that really give you like an overview. So here is, oh gosh, I want to say this is fire, because I want to say it's either fire or it's earth. Okay. Again, I feel so stupid not realizing. Okay, so air. Yes, this is air. No, I'm sorry. This is fire. This is the fire card. And then the water card. And the air. And the earth. And this one is, this was a special one in the deck. It was called Union. The harmonization of the elements reveals spectacular beauty, a reminder to love all life and be grateful, which is found in the back of the book, which all four elements have. I thought it was very, very beautiful. Each one has a single page with some more keywords, an explanation, and then what the artwork is. So I thought that was very, very cool. And what's nice about this is it also has the planet and the corresponding element. So that was very cool as well. So it was planets, not, oh no, okay, so it is planets or astrological signs, which is very, very cool. So I think that's all of that. I think what we will do before we finish this is go ahead and flip through. I'll do a quick flip through of that, or I'm sorry, a quick shuffle of that. And I did have one more thing I wanted to show you guys as like a bonus. So I got in a Lenormand deck. So I found this online at a little shop that was doing, got this at a little shop that was doing a sale, and I got it for less than $10. I did do a very brief look at the cards, so I thought I would show you guys. Lenormand is kind of one of those ones, oh, in the backs. Lenormand's kind of one of those ones I've been looking at without actually having done much with it. So I got just a small deck. I figured, look into it, see if I might like it, if it's something that I can bring into my practice. If anybody has any good books, good references, resources, please feel free to share them down below. I would appreciate anything. I follow several lovely YouTubers here and on Instagram that are always giving me some fantastic inspiration. I'll just flip through the rest of these. So I thought this was a rather beautiful deck. I got it because I saw a couple of, I liked the colors, and then I saw a couple of, like, the stars card. I thought that was beautiful. The ring was okay, but I saw the key card, and I believe I already passed it. The ship card I thought was gorgeous. So there's the scissor and the stork, and I'm not keeping this in focus, am I? Probably not. And the mice. I mean, how cute are those mice? And the house. And this was one of the cards that I found that I'm like, this was one of the first cards I saw, and I'm like, I need this deck. And the bear I thought was beautiful. I love the coffin. I thought that was awesome. And of course, who doesn't love some beautiful foxes? So that is all I have for that. So we're just gonna, yep, I'll clean that up in a minute. All right, so we're gonna do just a quick shuffle of these, and we're gonna try not to set the gilding off on my light. So this is my first shuffle of this deck. So we're just gonna give it, I'm trying not to, I don't wanna break the beautiful gilding too early. So that should do it. And we will just draw a card. So what did we get? Oh, the Ace of Stone. So in this deck, this is the Ace of Earth. So let me go ahead and get the guidebook. Stone. Trees. Clouds. There it is, stone. And I love the fact that it was the ace. So this is this little sign here. Oh, here at the edge is called a crucible, apparently. So it says, trusting nature's bounty, a young cowherd walks barefoot, guiding her cattle through blooming fields. The mountain symbolizes stability, strength, wisdom, and protection. The cows represent serenity, fertility, and abundance. Rooted in the magic of earth, joy and wonder are effortless and accessible in ordinary life. The key words are protection, prosperity, flourishing, felicity, bliss, and wealth. And I think this is a pretty good card. I hope that this is something that you guys take through your day and your week. Thanks so much for checking this out.